This is what an average military physique looks like, and it's all thanks to this workout. Today, I'm going to share 9 essential exercises used by special forces to build bodies that don't just look good, but carry serious strength. And stick around till the end, because the last exercise is the one most people skip. Yet, it's the one that can literally double your strength. Let's kick things off with an exercise that looks deceptively simple, but burns like jet fuel in your core, the mountain climbers. This move trains you to be explosive, agile, and durable all at once. Imagine you're sprinting horizontally, like your upper body is holding down the fort while your legs are trying to escape. What's really happening? Your core is working overtime to stabilize your spine. Your shoulders are bracing like steel beams, and your hip flexors are pumping like pistons. This isn't just cardio. It's a total body conditioning move that mimics the urgency of combat training. In military workouts, mountain climbers are about building both stamina and resilience. Because if you can drive those knees into your chest while your lungs are on fire, you can handle almost anything. To do the mountain climbers, keep your back flat like a tabletop, drive your knees toward your chest, and don't let your hips sag. You're not a hammock, you're a machine. But speaking of carrying your body like a machine, what if the challenge was about carrying something much heavier? Something that tests your strength and willpower all in one go. I'm talking about the farmer's walk. The farmer's walk, the simplest looking exercise that humbles even the strongest lifters. Picture yourself gripping heavy weights in both hands and walking. Sounds easy. Not when every muscle fiber is screaming for mercy. This move trains real-world strength, the kind you need when life doesn't hand you dumbbells, but grocery bags, furniture, or maybe even dragging a fellow soldier out of danger. The magic lies in the tension. Your forearms lock on like vices, your traps rise like mountains, your core braces so hard it feels like wearing a built-in bulletproof vest, and your legs march forward like they've got no choice but victory. Beyond building Herculean grip strength, it develops insane postural control and bulletproof endurance. Think of it as the workout version of carrying your entire squad on your shoulders. To execute the farmer's walk correctly, keep your shoulders pulled back, chest tall, and walk with controlled steps. Not a wobble, not a sway, just a soldier's march. By the way, friends, if you want a complete blueprint to build muscle and fuel your body right, check out my workout and nutrition ebooks. They're packed with step-by-step plans that go way beyond what I can cover here. Link in the description. Now, moving on to our next exercise, we got the mighty push-up. The push-up, the bread and butter of military fitness. It's not just about chest muscles or triceps. It's about discipline, repetition, and mastery over your own body. When you press yourself off the ground, you're training more than just upper body power. You're reinforcing the chain from your fingertips to your toes. Your chest fires like twin cannons, your triceps lock out with authority, your shoulders stabilize like radar towers, and your core keeps you aligned like a steel beam. In military terms, push-ups teach consistency under fatigue. They're done when tired, when dirty, when nothing else is possible, because no equipment is needed. And the psychological benefit? Every rep is a small victory, a reminder that you can push back against resistance, literally and metaphorically. To perform the push-up, keep your body in a straight line, engage your core, and lower until your chest almost kisses the floor. No shortcuts. This is where discipline is forged. Now for our next exercise, the rope climb. Few exercises scream military toughness louder than the rope climb. It's primal, raw, and demands both physical and mental grit. Climbing a rope isn't just about arm strength. It's about coordinating your entire body like a tactical unit. Your biceps pull, your grip holds on like it's life or death, and your core locks your body into position while your legs help secure each inch of progress. It's one of the best builders of pulling power and functional coordination because it forces every system, upper body, lower body, nervous system, to work in unison. The military loves it because it replicates real-world challenges, scaling obstacles, hauling gear, surviving under pressure. Plus, it develops a kind of confidence that only comes from conquering something vertical and unforgiving. To do this exercise effectively, squeeze the rope with your legs for support, use a hand-over-hand motion, and keep your movements controlled. Climbing isn't a scramble, it's a strategy. And speaking of strategies, sometimes the best offense isn't climbing, but exploding. Enter the kettlebell swing. The kettlebell swing is explosive power packed into one motion. Think of it as the exercise that teaches your hips to detonate like dynamite. Unlike curls or presses, this isn't about slow grinding strength. It's about projecting force, generating momentum, and teaching your posterior chain to fire like a rocket launcher. Your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back all synchronize to drive that kettlebell upward in a perfect arc. The beauty? This not only builds raw strength, but also cardiovascular conditioning. Your heart rate spikes, your lungs burn, and your endurance climbs through the roof. In the military, hip power matters. It translates into sprinting, jumping, and explosive combat readiness. To do the kettlebell swing, hinge at the hips, not the spine. Snap your hips forward to propel the bell, and let your arms simply guide, not lift. Done right, it's a battlefield of power and conditioning in one. Now, for our next exercise, we got the jumping jacks. Don't underestimate the humble jumping jack. At first glance, it feels like playground fun, but in reality, it's one of the most effective tools for full body conditioning. Every jump is coordination in action. Legs extend, arms reach overhead, and your heart pumps faster than a drum roll. Militaries around the world use it not just as a warm-up, but as a test of rhythm, stamina, and resilience. It builds cardiovascular endurance, mobility in your shoulders and hips, and reinforces coordination under fatigue. What makes it powerful is repetition. Do them long enough, and you'll understand why simplicity can be brutal. To perform the jumping jack, land softly on the balls of your feet, keep your core braced, and maintain a steady rhythm. This isn't just bouncing around. It's military-grade conditioning. Quick question. Can you guess the world record for the most jumping jacks in 1 hour? I'll give you 3 seconds to think. Got it. The answer is a ridiculous 5,265, set by Satish Shah on April 14, 2024. That's almost 100 jumping jacks every single minute. Honestly, my muscles start hurting just thinking about it. Next on the list, we got the squat jumps. Now we step into the world of squat jumps, an exercise that turns your legs into shock absorbers and rocket boosters at the same time. This is where explosive strength meets endurance. Every squat charges the spring, every jump releases it. Your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves are firing in a symphony of force, teaching your body not just to be strong, but to be explosive. In military terms, this translates directly to battlefield agility, jumping obstacles, sprinting uphill, or simply moving with urgency. To do this exercise correctly, squat down with control, explode upward like you're trying to break gravity's grip, and land softly with bent knees. Control is as important as power. Now the pull-up. Pull-ups are the litmus test of true upper body strength. No excuses, no machines, just you versus the bar. Military units love them because they reveal raw pulling power and determination. Your lats flare like wings, your biceps coil like steel cables, and your grip locks in like you're hanging on for survival. To do the pull-up, hang fully extended, pull your chest toward the bar, and avoid flailing. Controlled power beats sloppy momentum. Up next is the exercise most people skip, yet the one that can take your strength to an entirely new level, the tire flip. The tire flip is the king of functional toughness. It's not a gym exercise, it's a test of raw determination. You're not just lifting, you're heaving, pushing, and driving an object that doesn't want to move. Your entire kinetic chain works here: legs, hips, chest, arms, and core. To do this exercise, squat low, grip under the tire, drive through your legs like you're tackling an opponent, and keep pushing until it topples. It's not just strength, it's willpower made physical. Now, as promised, here's a complete workout plan that stitches all these battlefield-tested moves into one powerful routine. Train 3 to 4 days per week, alternating workouts to balance recovery and intensity. Day 1. Mountain climbers, 3 to 4 sets of 30 to 45 seconds. Push-ups, 12 to 20 reps. Rope climbs, 3 to 5 sets. Squat jumps, 12 to 15 reps. Day 2. Farmer's walks, 4 to 5 sets of 30 to 40 seconds. Kettlebell swings, 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Pull-ups, 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps. Tire flips, 6 to 8 reps. For active recovery, add jumping jacks. 5 rounds of 1 to 2 minutes with short rest. Alternate these days, and keep rest minimal to simulate combat intensity. Soldiers don't just need raw strength. They need the ability to explode into action at a moment's notice. That's where plyometric training comes in. If you're ready to take your power and speed to the next level, check out the video on screen now, where I break down the best plyometric exercises to make you truly an unstoppable beast.